Hi. After seeing the videos that Collectible Express has been putting on the internet about how happy his buyers are, I wanted to give you the flip side, the sellers that Mr. DiBenedetto is getting many of his items from. I want to make sure that I include everything in this first of many videos, so please forgive me. I'm going to be reading from a piece of paper, so I won't be looking directly at the camera the entire time. I wanted to talk to you, the happy buyers. I wanted to ask you why you think that if you have an item that you purchased from Mr. DiBenedetto for $5,000 or $10,000, why he would sell that to you if it was valued at $25,000. Why do you think that you're getting these amazing deals? Well, I think I might want to let you know a little bit about our story. This first video is going to be my family's experience with Collectible Express and Mr. DiBenedetto, and how our family has been embezzled by this man and this company. There will be at least 15 more videos from other families that have very similar stories to ours. They're regular people, just like you. They've been conned, just like my family. My parents were Louis and Lily Calderon. In order to raise their family, they started an antique business almost 50 years ago in New York City. They worked 10 to 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, for as long as I can remember growing up. They built their company from their own hard work and sweat. This is a picture of my parents. Please remember that when I tell you my story. My mom died 10 years ago, and my dad followed in 2010. Although we had an established antique store filled to the brim with Tiffany lamps, bronzes, paintings, furniture, jewelry, and all kinds of other artworks and pieces, we also had a house filled with the same. Actually, it was the best of the best. We didn't know what to do with all this stuff. We had a lot, 50 years of antiques built up. Very established antique company. After selling some of the more important lamps to a world-renowned Tiffany expert, we didn't know what to do with all the other items. Enter the man who embezzled our parents' lives of hard work, Rosario DiBenedetto. He came into our lives at this time. This man, Rosario DiBenedetto from Collectible Express, seemed so incredibly knowledgeable and friendly and wanted to help us so much. We really thought that we were blessed to find this man. He promised us he would come into our two locations, my father's antique store and my parents' home, and he would itemize every single item, thousands of them. He'd pack them all up. He would take them and he would sell them at his eBay store online, where many of you have been purchasing things, in an antique auction house that he works with all the time, and in his quote-unquote gallery. He told us he would charge us 20% of our sales, and he gave us an estimate of $300,000 to $500,000 of our items. In fact, he gave us an insurance certificate for that amount. We also have it in writing that he told us what our estate was worth. Russ did indeed sell some of our items in the manner we contracted him for. However, we do feel that those initial sales were done to distract us from his true intentions, which was to misappropriate our entire estate. Less, of course, the few sales that he made before he started his embezzlement. We discovered that many of the sales prices that Russ had reported to us were not correct. And once we confronted Russ with this and those facts that we had, the house of cards collapsed. DiBenedetto had written us several checks, many of them cashed, but once we had discovered his deception, he canceled the post-dated checks that he had given us. Those checks were approximately, in total, about $20,000. They were intended for us to allow him to take some sterling silver sets for him to sell, one of which was a Tiffany set that we recently saw sell online, a similar set, sell for $48,000. To date, we are missing $250,000 in antiques that this man took from our parents' homes and business. Many of those items have been sold on his eBay store, possibly even to some of you people that think you're getting amazing deals. The people who are giving him these great reviews very well might have some of our parents' hard work and sweat in their homes that they're claiming are amazing deals. I don't think our parents intended for you to have them for pennies on the dollar. DiBenedetto is defying court orders for him to stop selling our family's estate and to return our items to us. He's defying those court orders. In Nassau County alone, we've discovered over 35 victims of this man. Although we found that many of these families who have gone through the court process and prevailed, he's defaulted on every case. So, to all you happy buyers, listen to me. By buying from this man, you are helping facilitate his ongoing scheme. You are buying antiques that may not even belong to him, that he might not be authorized to sell. If you too are a victim of Rosario DiBenedetto, Collectible Express, Estate Liquidate, Russo Galleries, Antique Buyers, or any of the other aliases this man operates under, we can possibly help you. We are currently presenting evidence to the Nassau County District Attorney's Office. We are pursuing every legal option we can to get this man criminally prosecuted and to stop this ongoing deception. You can contact us at victimsofcollectible.express@gmail.com. Coming up in future videos will be the stories of other victims of this man. One horrifying story is of an elderly woman who hired DiBenedetto to help in selling her estate in order for her to pay for her medical care and her assisted living. He took her for over $750,000 that she worked her entire life to save, so that she wouldn't be a burden to her family in her final time. He took that from her. She won in court, and he defaulted. Please stop buying from this man. Please stop saying what a wonderful person he is. He's not. He might be to you because you're buying other people's hard-earned items for pennies on the dollar. It's not right.